deep in the bayou. Welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Raging Cajuns offense will take the field first. And it'll be Lunch Winfield running the show. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Long way to go on second down. Off play action. Extending the play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Winfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Chanticleer's offense will now get its first chance with the football. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Right back to the well. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Out wide left, it's Ellison. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. We'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
See some running room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside, it's Reagan. Got the 1st down. Turning it on at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got enough for the 1st down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Unleashes one. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, pressure's coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't set his feet.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Throws it back. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Right side, it's Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Winfield. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Motion from the wideout. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Taking a shot. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Bunch formation for these receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Selling the fake. Rush right in his face. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Got to make the play on 4th. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's got him wide open. To the house. Touchdown, Coastal. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Give to the running back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Fields the punt. Can they catch him? Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quick handoff. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll ride him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for... Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down and get some positive yards.
2nd down to the air. Left side, it's Reagan. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Holds on, it's Jensen. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Look out! Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. The hand to the running back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds a crease. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. That one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Winfield. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Raging Cajuns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Between the hashes, it's Jensen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Reagan. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. churns into the pile. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Maybe tried to baby that one in there.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cajuns! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Release to the back. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
And he avoids the sack.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghost. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Out wide left, it's Jensen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
3rd and long right here. Quick give. It's Reagan. Stopped at the 27 and well short of the first down marker. Needed to get it to the 30, and it's 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He gets a block. Oh, he got loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moving out to the right. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The run inside. It's Reagan. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Reels it in. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to keep it in the air. Hauls it in. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide right, it's Washington. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The shot that clears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing. And everybody's eyes on the QB. What a